I forgot my girlfriend's birthday again. You forgot her birthday again, didn't you? My sister River asked over the phone. I froze, pulling up the date. September 7th. She was right. The new strain of herpes virus at GeneTech had consumed my every waking moment. As the lead genetic engineer, I'd spent countless overtime hours running safety tests for a project promising breakthrough in mental health care. It was so important and so stressful that Leah's birthday had completely slipped my mind. Whatever, just make sure to wish her tomorrow at work, River said. She'll understand. I don't know, I muttered. Leah can be obsessive, you know? You remember when she thought I loved you more than her? River laughed. She remembered. Leah's outbursts had become infamous. Jealousy over my sister, threats to my best friend Brian, even hostility toward my parents. It was one of the reasons I'd moved out a few weeks ago, hoping some distance would help. But I hadn't cut her off completely. Couldn't. Make sure you wish her tomorrow, said River as she hung up. If she's still avoiding work tomorrow, just call her and just shower her with affection. Be lovey-dovey and she will forget all grudges. The next day, I went to work with a bouquet of roses and an apologetic letter. The labs were a maze of sterile white walls, filled with the smell of disinfectant and the subtle hum of centrifuges. I placed my bouquet in the refrigerator, planning to give it to her in the lunch break. But when I reached my station, there was someone else there. A new intern. Where's Leah? I asked, confused. I'm your new partner, the intern replied. Leah resigned. Resigned? That didn't make sense. Leah was committed to this project. It was her idea in the first place. I went straight to our manager. She resigned yesterday, said the manager, barely glancing up from his computer. She said it was something personal. I thought you'd know about it. She came early in the morning and took her stuff too. I walked back to the station and looked around. He was right. Leah had really taken everything with her. All of her equipment, few vials of the developing virus, the makeshift injection gun we had built, even her microscopes and centrifuges. Was it because of me? Did I really mess up that bad? I know I messed up, but wasn't this a bit too far? Sir, shall we start? The intern stopped my train of thoughts. Yeah, let's begin. After work, I decided to hit the bar like always. It was a weekly thing me and Brian did to unwind after a week's worth of work and stress. Hey, David. I greeted the guard at the entrance. How's your son? He squinted at me, confusion evident on his face. Do I know you? Really funny, David, I said as I reached for the door. David stopped me from entering. Sir, I'd need to see some ID. Oh, come on, man, I didn't bring any. You know me, you said that is enough identification since I'm a regular. I've never seen you here before. So, either you give me ID or I call the police. I felt helpless and confused. I've known David since the day I moved here. He told me and Brian over drink about his family, how his wife cheated on him and now he's a single dad. That's when I saw Brian walking towards the bar. Perfect. Dude, I think something's wrong with David, I said. He wouldn't let me enter without any ID. Brian stops and looks me up and down. I'm sorry, but do I know you? I stood there, dazed. I couldn't believe my eyes and ears. My childhood best friend had just failed to recognize me. I did not know what to do. I held him by his shoulders. Brian, please. It's me, Adam. I was on the verge of tears. Let go of me or I will call the police. I obeyed. I walked slowly towards my car. I couldn't believe what was happening. My mind was going numb. I slowly opened the door and sat down, silently processing what just happened. The wind carried a smell of beer into the car, which reminded me of all the fun times I had with Brian at the pub. Wait, the wind? I looked to my right and found the window pulled down entirely. That's strange. I usually don't pull down my windows entirely, no matter how hot it gets. I shrugged it off. It didn't matter. I had just lost my best friend. Nothing else mattered. I tried to start my car, but it just wouldn't. Before I could register anything, someone grabbed me from behind the seat, which was followed by a sharp pain in the side of my neck. I woke up in my bed to a familiar melody. My phone was ringing. It was River. "Hey, are you sick again?" she asked. "No? Why, what happened?" "You forgot to wish me on my birthday." I paused. "I didn't," I stated. "Your birthday isn't for another 2 dash." I froze after looking at the calendar showing today's date. September 22nd. Fuck. My head hurts. "River, I think something is wrong with me. I don't remember anything that has happened in the last 2 weeks. I think I was in some sort of mild coma." There was silence. "Is this an excuse? Adam, you literally had dinner with me and Jared last night. Did you forget it all? I understand your poor work-life balance. No need to make excuses. Just saying. I think I need to see a doctor. They'll call you later." I drove as fast I could to the nearest clinic. I did not know what was going on at all. 2 weeks of my life. 2 whole weeks that I have no recollection of. On top of that, my headache seems to be getting worse by the minute. I need to know what is wrong with me. The doctor walks in with the report. "It seems like you're suffering from some sort of aggressive Alzheimer's disease. The MRI scan shows considerable buildup of amyloid plaques. We might need to take some more tests and family history to find the root cause." I walked out of the hospital, unable to believe it all. Nobody in my family had suffered from any sort of mental disease. Everything was happening too quickly. My brain still felt like it was being crushed from all sides. Just then my phone rang. It was Leah. I picked up, expecting her to shout at me like she always does. But to my surprise, her voice was calm, almost laced with honey. "Hello, my love. How are you doing?" she cooed. "Leah, where are you? I think something is happening to me dash. You forgot her birthday too, didn't you?" There was silence. "What? You forgot the birthday of your own bitch sister, the one who took care of you after your parents died. You were such a work-absorbed dick. You forgot about me too, and now you will pay the price. I will use your own virus to take everything from you. You and everyone you love will slowly forget everything, just like you forgot about me. And then, my love, you will be truly and only mine." She hung up, and the pieces fell into place like shattered glass cutting into my thoughts. The missing vials of the virus, the makeshift injection gun, Brian and David's sudden inability to recognize me, the sharp pain in my neck at the pub. She had done it, used our work against me. Leah had weaponized the virus to inflict Alzheimer's-like symptoms, making everyone around me forget who I was. Her revenge was cruelly elegant. Strip me of everyone, one memory at a time, until there was no one left but her. I sank to the floor, trembling, the weight of it all crushing my chest. This wasn't just my fault. It was my punishment. I'd ignored her, consumed by deadlines and experiments, blind to what she needed from me. Now she was taking everything I cared about, pulling me into a void where only she remained. Tears blurred my vision as a notification buzzed on my phone. New message from River. I need you to come over. Leah is here and wants to talk to you. My heart stopped. No, not River. I stumbled to my feet, adrenaline coursing through me. Leah wouldn't stop at just my friends or me. She was going after my family now. I sprinted to the car, gripping the steering wheel with white-knuckled desperation. The road ahead blurred as my mind struggled to hold on to coherent thoughts, like water slipping through my fingers. Something was wrong. There was something I should remember, something important, but the pounding in my skull drowned it out. I couldn't think, couldn't stop. I had to get to River before Leah did. The GPS app chimes, a robotic voice announcing, "Turn left in 200 meters. Left? Why left?" I glanced at the screen, seeing the destination pinned, River's house. Why am I going to River's house? The destination triggers a faint sense of recognition, but the familiarity is hollow, like grasping at smoke. Shit, my head hurts. I make the turn anyway, hoping muscle memory will guide me. My foot eases off the accelerator as doubt creeps in. It seemed like something urgent, but I just couldn't put a finger on it. My headache is going to kill me. I parked in River's driveway, the gravel crunching beneath the tires. This house, it was vaguely familiar. Wasn't this where River lived, with her new boyfriend? I knocked on the door. "Hey, how can I help you?" There is something I am forgetting. My head hurts. River. Yeah? Who are you and what are you doing here? The strange woman's questions were justified. Who am I and what am I doing here?